Did you know in the last year, the average gross profit from a single fix-and-flip real estate transaction was an astonishing $62,000? Now let that sink in for a moment. $62,000. That's more than an annual salary for many people. Just imagine for a brief moment, if you will, the kind of lifestyle this level of income could afford. Vacations to exotic destinations, top-of-the-range vehicles in your driveway, and a comfortable home in a neighborhood you've always dreamt of living. Yes, you heard it right. 62 grand from one transaction, not 10, not 5, but just one. No wonder so many people are trying to break into the real estate market. The potential for financial growth and stability is undeniably appealing. But let's take a step back and really grasp the magnitude of this. We're not talking about small change here, we're talking about the kind of money that really make a difference in your life. Let's consider what $62,000 could do. It could pay off student loans, it could be a down payment for a beautiful home, it could even be the start of a financial safety net that lets you sleep peacefully at night. But how do people actually make this kind of money? It is a question that has probably crossed mind. How can you break into this arena and grab your piece of this lucrative pie? The tempting allure of such a large profit margin can seem out of reach, especially for those new to the world of real estate. But, believe it or not, it's simpler than you think. The world of real estate can be overwhelming, indeed is not impossible to navigate. With careful planning, a bit of savvy, and the will to succeed, anyone can step into this profitable venture. It's simpler than you think. Let us break down the process into 5 easy-to-understand steps. The first step is find. This involves identifying potential property investments that align with your goals and budget. It's about scoping out the neighborhood, researching market trends, and gauging the property's potential value. The second step is finance. This encompasses securing the necessary funds or loans required to purchase the property. Step 3, fix, deals with any repairs or renovations the property may need. Whether it's a fresh coat of paint or installing a new roof, this ensures that the property is in its best possible condition. The fourth step, flip, is where you will sell the property for profit. This involves marketing the property effectively, staging open houses, negotiating offers, and finally closing the sale. The final step, follow-up, is all about reflecting on the process and learning from the experience. Were there challenges? Unexpected successes? It's about using this knowledge to refine your strategies for future projects. Remember, the journey of property investment is a continuous learning process. So that's it. Find, finance, fix, flip, and follow up. Firstly, find. It's all about location, folks. It's not just about finding any old house to fix and flip. The real estate game is laden with nuances and subtleties, and it's important to understand that the best property for a fix and flip venture isn't necessarily the one that looks the most rundown or ignored. Reality, looks can be deceiving. The perfect house for a fix and flip may not be the most dilapidated one on the block. Instead, it may be the one that blends in with its surroundings, the one that others might overlook because it doesn't immediately stand out as needing work. It's the one that's nestled in a desirable neighborhood, where houses are not just standing but are selling, and selling fast. Why, you might ask? Because location matters. A lot. When it comes to real estate, the mantra has always been location, location, location. The neighborhood which a house is located matters immensely. If houses in the area are selling like hotcakes, it's indicative of a thriving real estate market. It suggests that people want to live there, that they see value in that particular area, which in turn makes your investment more valuable. It's the house that whispers, rather than screams, its potential. The one that needs not a complete overhaul, but just the right amount of work to make it shine again. It's the house that's waiting for a discerning eye to see its hidden, to uncover its potential and breathe new life into it. Sure, it might need a new coat of paint, a little landscaping, perhaps a few updates to make it more modern and appealing. But these are not necessarily drawbacks, they are opportunities. Opportunities to enhance the property's value without obligating you to empty your bank account. Remember, it's not about finding the worst house on the block. It's about finding the house that, with the right amount of finesse and work, can transform into a treasure without breaking the bank. So, when you embark on your fix and flip journey, keep these insights in mind. Let them guide your search and your decisions. Now, finance. This step involves knowing your numbers, understanding the intricacies of property investments, a hawk-eye focus on the financials. It's an essential part of the process that is not only about looking at the figures, but also about delving deep into them and examining them meticulously. crunching those numbers is vital. It's not just about simple arithmetic, it's performing comprehensive analysis and ensuring financial feasibility. While crunching, remember to scrutinize each and every detail. Never underestimate the value of thorough due diligence when it comes to financials. Consider all the factors, be it visible or hidden costs. Every single penny that goes into the transaction should be accounted for. In this step, you need to include cost of the house, which is the initial investment. But also, the costs don't end there. A thorough analysis must include more than just the headline price. Don't forget to factor in the costs related to inspections, agent's commission, taxes, legal charges, and even the interest on your mortgage. Further, keep in mind the estimated repair costs. These can often be significant and, if overlooked, can cause substantial damage to your ROI. You need to assess the house for any required repairs and renovations, and estimate the costs for the same. This could range from minor cosmetic upgrades to structural changes. Lastly, account for the after-repair value, ARV. This is the price at which you can sell the house once all the work is done. This could potentially be the most crucial aspect, as it gives you a clear picture of the potential profitability on your investment. This final number will help you determine whether the deal is worth pursuing or not. So remember to factor in the ARV while deciding on the financial viability of the property. After all, the end goal is to make a substantial profit once the house is sold. Moving on to fix. This is a stage that is richly nuanced and intricately laced with layers of discovery. The name itself evokes a sense of improvement, but delving deeper, we find that fix is so much more than meets the eye. It's not merely about cosmetic updates or superficial beautification. It's a transformative journey that takes the property from being merely habitable to royally luxurious. This is where the fix is more than just a phase. It's the heart and soul of the property flipping process. It's where the ordinary morphs into the extraordinary, where the mundane turns into the magical. It's about giving a new life to the property, about transforming it into a masterpiece that catches the eye and leaves a lasting impression. It's about creativity and vision, about seeing what could be rather than what is. Fix is more than just slapping on a new paint. It's a grand orchestra of changes, big and small. It's about honoring the property's past, yet daring to infuse it with a fresh, contemporary flair. It's about respecting the old, yet having the courage to usher in the new. It's about finding the perfect balance between heritage and innovation, between familiarity and novelty. At the core of fix lies renovation and repair. It involves breathing new life into every corner of the property in order to enhance its value. This might include a host of elements, from subtle nuances like changing the doorknobs, more noticeable changes like remodeling the living room. Consider the kitchen, for instance. It might involve updating it with modern appliances, changing the flooring, installing new cabinets, and so on. The landscape might be improved with a beautiful garden, a gazebo, or an inviting patio. Or perhaps the property might call for adding an extra bathroom, thereby not just adding to the property's functionality, but also increasing its appeal. So, fix is not merely a stage, it's a journey of transformation, of reinvention, of breathing new life into an old property. It's more than just a repair job, it's an artistic endeavor. It's about creating a home that not only stands out in terms of looks but also in terms of its value. After that, flip. Once the property is looking its best, it's time to sell. You want to sell quickly to minimize holding costs, so price it right. Make sure to stage the property and take professional photos to attract potential buyers. Finally, follow up. After the sale, it's essential to evaluate the process. What went well? What could have been done better? This is how you learn and improve for your next flip. And just like that, you've got the basic steps to start your fix and flip journey. To recap, find a promising property, finance it wisely, fix it up to increase value, flip it quickly, and follow up to learn and improve. Remember, every successful flipper started with their first property. So why not make today the day you start yours?